Hi. Hi, can you see me? I hope that now the sound is on, and I'm going to try and use a better mic. So, like the good mic is supposed to be working. Can you see me without any issues? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if everything is okay. So it seems like we are quite a few. Is it happening? Great. So it seems like you can see me and you can hear me. Is the sound on? Is it easy for you to hear me? Great. So I'm Elena. I hope that I'm not taking up too much attention of your work. I think that in any case, taking a little break and doing a meditation halfway through the day is actually one of the best things you can do to keep your focus on and to be able to stay calm and stay grounded for the rest of your afternoon. So I hope that this offering that I have put together for you is going to be useful and that you're going to feel even more calm, even more focused, even more grounded, even more clear as a result. So as you get started, you can find something to sit on. I have a meditation pillow that looks like this, but you can use pretty much anything that helps you lift your sit bones off the floor or off your yoga mat. So it might be a block, it might be a thick book, it might be a folded blanket. It could be anything that helps you elevate yourself a little bit so that the knees can stay on the floor and so that your hips are comfortably resting on top of that support prop that you have created for yourself. So today the focus is going to be on grounding. And this is a topic that I think is really relevant for most of us these days, especially taking into account what is going on in the world right now. This is one of the anchors in my practice right now, everything that has to do with grounding. And from the perspective of Ayurveda, the grounding practices start with us cultivating our attention on earth element. So all of the practices that I have prepared for you today have a component of earth element to them. And I hope that they help you feel even better and more balanced. Get out of your head and back into your body at the end of the session. So you can begin by simply come and sit, closing your eyes for a second. You can actually choose to keep your eyes closed throughout the entire practice. If it feels comfortable, if you don't have a need to watch me throughout the practice, you can just keep your eyes softly closed the entire time. You can take a few big, long breaths in and out through your nose. You can send the breath all the way into the lower abdomen so that the lower belly is rising as you're breathing in and falling as you're breathing out. You can begin to slow your breaths down somewhat so that even if your breath felt rushed to begin with when you started the practice, you can gradually slow it down. So deep inhalations through your nose, letting the lower belly expand as you're breathing in, and deep exhales through your nose. And as you start this practice, I invite you to just observe what is happening inside. And observe without having a certain expectation, without expecting to find that you feel a particular way, but rather just scanning and trying to become honest with yourself, trying to be honest about what exactly is already happening, what's already there. It might be that you find an emotion or a feeling that you're not happy to discover. Maybe there's some anxiety dwelling within you right now. Maybe it's hard to focus. Maybe there's fear. Maybe there's frustration. But whatever you discover, let it be okay. And just scan the entire physical body from the crown of your head to your toes to find What is sitting in your physical body? Is there pressure? Is there tension? Is there a feeling of ease? Is there a feeling of calm in your system? Just take this time to arrive. Beautiful. And now what I would like for you to do as a part of this practice is to observe your entire physical body with even more attention. So see if you can use this practice of scanning your physical body as a way to get out of your head and back into your body, which is actually one of the most grounding things you can do in your meditation. So a lot of the time when there's anxiety present or when there is a feeling of unrest, usually the thing is that we are dwelling quite a lot inside our heads, inside our minds, and losing the connection with our physical bodies. The moment that you can start to come back to your physicality, it will be a lot easier to ground and to calm yourself down. So if it feels good, you can continue to keep your eyes closed. Notice the sensations in your fingertips. Moving your attention all the way up your arms. Noticing the sensations in your arms. Breathing deeply as you scan your arms all the way up. Noticing the sensations in your shoulders. If there's pain or if there's discomfort that you discover in your arms and your shoulders or anywhere else in your body, let this be okay. Noticing the sensations in your toes. Letting the tension move up into your ankles. Lower legs. Moving up your knees. Letting the awareness scan your upper legs. Then eventually come into your hips and your pelvis. And letting the awareness move up your back. Observing all sensations along your spine. The sides of your spinal column. Or the muscles of your back. Noticing the upper back. Moving the tension up your neck. Finally, bring your attention to your face. Moving up the back of your head. And finally, noticing the sensations in the crown of your head. And then noticing the entire body at once. Beginning to pay attention how the entire body is feeling in this moment. Notice if there is anxiety trapped anywhere in your physical body. Noticing if there is a feeling of uncertainty or if there is fear that you feel anywhere in your physical body. Noticing if there are any particular sensations that you're experiencing around your belly area or the center of your chest. These are the parts of the body where we universally have a tendency to have a high concentration of emotional experiences. So it might be that in response to a specific emotion that is happening inside, you feel how your belly is tightening or how the chest is feeling heavy. Just observe. Notice if there are any sensations of contraction or constriction anywhere in your body. Noticing if there's a feeling of pressure anywhere in your physical body. Again, let the judgment stay out of this practice. There's no judgment. You're simply witnessing what exactly is happening inside. And as we continue, I'm going to introduce you to a breathing technique that is going to help you release whatever you have discovered in your physical body. Maybe it's tension, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's a feeling of pressure, maybe it's something else that is very characteristic to your experience and to your body. Maybe it's an area in your body that often responds to a strong emotion, or that feels tight or less than comfortable, or there is a feeling of pain in response to an emotion. So what we're going to do is, if you are comfortable keeping the eyes closed, keep them closed. You can simply breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. This is apana breath or grounding breath. And as you're going to be breathing out through your mouth, feel free to make a sound. It doesn't have to be a pretty sound or a very particular kind of sound, but it can just be a deep sigh out, a deep exhale. You're supposed to be experiencing a bit of a relief as you're breathing out this way. So what I want for you to do is focus on what you discovered within your physical body and breathe it out through your mouth with a sound. So if there was something that you found around the belly region, maybe a feeling of tightness or tension, you can bring your attention to that space where you discovered that pressure or the tension inside and powerfully breathe it out. So inhaling through the nose and deeply breathing out through the mouth. You can think about lower abdominal region, whatever you do during this breathing practice, and really make your inhales very deep and very satisfying, as well as your exhales. Very deep, very releasing, very satisfying. So breathing into the lower belly. Focus on what you would like to let go for release, and breathe out through your mouth. Breathing out with a sound, with a deep sigh. It can be a scary sound, it can be an angry sound, it can be a frustrated sound that comes out. Deeply breathing in into the lower belly and breathing out. Now feeling both your lower belly with breath, but also the center of your chest and the upper chest. So the entire torso is filled with breath. And breathe everything out through your mouth. You can do this on your own a few more times. Breathing out fear. Breathing out tension. Breathing out anxiety. Breathing out whatever it is that you've been holding on to, or whatever it is that you had difficulty letting go of. And a few more. Breathing in through your nose. Feel the lower belly. Feel the center of your chest. Feel the upper torso. Open your mouth and powerfully exhale. And one last breathing in. Lower belly. Center of your chest. Upper torso. Hold the breath in for a moment. And breathe everything out. And you can begin to come back to your normal, natural breathing. Just observe how the after effect of this practice feels in your body. And also in your subtle body, in your energetic body. Notice if it made any difference. Good. And again, for a brief moment, open your eyes if your eyes have been closed. I'm just going to introduce you to one more practice that has a very deeply grounding effect, both on your physical body and on your mental space. So for this practice, what we're going to be doing is lifting the arms on an in-breath, so it can create a circle. And then connect the thumbs, so just keep them close together. Move your hands along the midline of the body, as if you're pressing air down. Let's exhale. Good. You can try this once more, breathing in, create a circle. Reach the fingers skyward, and as you breathe out deeply, you can choose to breathe out through your nose or through your mouth. Allow for the hands to move along the midline of your body, slowly. So slowing down your breath as the movement slows down. Breathing in. And deeply breathing out. And observe the space, the little gap that happens after the exhale. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Noticing the connection points between your sit bones and the ground. Continue a few more times, breathing in. And breathing out. Soften your face, soften your jaw. Once again, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. Fill your lungs completely. And breathing out. One last. Deeply breathing in. Fill your lower belly, the center of your chest, the upper chest, and breathing out. And just stay here for a moment. Notice the aftertaste. Brilliant. And to complete this grounding meditation practice, I would like for you to now take a moment to come to rest on your back. Make yourself comfortable. It can either be a Savasana pose, where you're lying with your legs and your arms stretched out flat on your back, or you can create your own supported Savasana or supported meditation pose. Maybe you need to place something under the backs of your knees to elevate your legs somewhat. Maybe you'd like to use a little pillow. Maybe you'd like to cover your eyes. So create for yourself a perfect resting pose as you come onto your back. So if you need to adjust your clothes, or if you need to cover yourself with a blanket, please do that now. Make sure that the pose feels good, that nothing is bothering you, and that your body position feels symmetrical and comfortable. And what I want for you to do now that you're resting on your back is to notice all the points where your physical body is in contact with the surface that you're resting on. So just quickly scan the back of your body, noticing your heels, noticing the backs of your legs, noticing your hips and your buttocks, noticing the contact points between your hands and the floor or your bed or your yoga mat. Noticing the backs of your arms, noticing the whole back in contact with the surface you're resting on. And finally, noticing your shoulders and noticing the back of your head. Now take a deep, sweet breath in, letting the lower belly expand just the same way as it did in the very beginning of the practice. So breathing in deeply into your lower belly. And as you breathe out, notice all the contact points between your body and the floor. And allow yourself to fully ground through those contact points. Now once again, taking a deep, sweet breath in, letting the lower belly expand. And as you breathe out, allow for all of the emotions, all of the experiences that you have found inside your physical body to find the way from your body into the ground through those contact points. So if you are letting go of all that is not serving you in this moment and just letting the earth receive. So whatever you are not interested in holding inside you right now, you can breathe it out through those contact points where your body is touching the floor. As you did before, feel free to use apana breaths, meaning inhaling through the nose and exhaling through your mouth. Taking deep, slow exhalations. Noticing the way that your body is resting. Noticing the way that subtle movement is happening inside your body as you breathe. Noticing the movement in the lower belly. Noticing the beating of your heart. And really giving yourself permission to release, to let go of all the things that are not needed in this moment, that are not serving you in this moment. And if it's possible, try to slow your breath down somewhat. If it feels unnatural to slow your breath down, or if you are starting to feel claustrophobic or trying to hold the breath, don't have to do this. You can just stay with your natural breathing pattern, with your natural way of breathing without having to change a thing. And really focus on grounding. Keep your attention on all of the contact points between your body and the ground. Let yourself soften into those contact points. And without any forcing, one breath at a time. Letting go of any strong emotions that are not serving you. Letting go of the physical sensations like tension or tightness, so that you can begin to feel calm, relaxed, and grounded towards the end of this practice. Deeply breathing in, letting your lower abdomen expand. And deeply breathing out through your nose or using apana breath through your mouth. And a few more. Breathing in deeply through your nose. And breathing out through your nose or through your mouth. Keeping your attention on those contact points between your body and the ground. And one more. This time breathing deeply. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And then slowly breathe out and let go. Empty lungs completely. Now returning to a natural breathing pattern once again. You can gently move your toes and your fingers. You can move your head a bit from side to side. Extend your arms over your head. Stretch. Lengthen your body. You can be creative. You can stretch the right side, then the left side. Then stretch your body across the diagonal. Then the other diagonal. Then stretching your whole body at once. Lengthen the front, lengthen the back, lengthen the sides. And then you can roll to one side, or you can prepare to come up to sit in any other way. You can take your time, there's no rush. So now you can open your eyes if it feels like the right time to do that. And you can maybe let me know how you're feeling in this moment. Notice how the meditation worked on your body and your mind. And what is the after effect, the aftertaste of what we have practiced over the past 30 minutes. So I'd really love to hear from you. I'd really love to hear how this practice has served you. And I'd love to hear if you would like for me to do this again. I have a few more ideas of how I can be helpful over the coming few weeks. So if you are interested in having more sessions with me, I would be more than happy to do that for you. And I would love to hear what is a theme or focus or an issue that you would like for me to create a practice around next time that we reconnect with you, hopefully next Monday. So you can just let me know in the chat. I can see that Tanya feels sleepy and calm. That's great. If you have the time this afternoon, feel free to just take a little nap right after this practice, because we have been shifting into the parasympathetic nervous system. So you might be able to get a really lovely nap with this meditation as a little prep. So if you're having difficulty sleeping, just take a moment to ground yourself, maybe using the methods and the tools that I have just introduced you to before going to sleep at night. So don't just use that during the daytime. You can do that as your grounding or winding down practice before you go to sleep at night. I can see that Kyra feels grounded and at peace, steadier breath. Brilliant. So you never have to force your breath, really. So all of the breathing practices that are a part of the meditation traditions, all of the breathing exercises that I'm introducing you to, they're not set in stone. So whenever you feel that your body is not cooperating with you, there's something going on that is preventing you from being able to slow your breathing down or calm the breathing down, just really be patient with it. Take your time and just allow for the breath to be as it is in the beginning. Eventually you might be able to follow my guidance and find the same pace as my breath while I'm guiding you. So it's never something that you must follow to the T. It's absolutely fine if your breathing is not doing what you want for it to do in the beginning. Just give it an opportunity to slow down naturally. So no forcing required. Great. So you would like for me to do this again. Brilliant. So if this is the case, if you haven't left me a note, but you would like for me to do this again, feel free to email me. You probably already have my email address, elena@sparklingyoga.com, and let me know what themes or topics would be relevant for you. Or maybe let me know what is it that you're struggling with or dealing with at the moment that I might be able to address through a guided meditation. And if there's any other feedback, I'm always open. I'd love to hear from you. And those of you who haven't heard about this yet, I'm about to launch a course, a 21-day meditation course, where I have created a whole variety of different practices around a multitude of meditation traditions, including 5 new yoga nidra practices that are inspired by Ayurveda. I don't know exactly when the course is going to be live. It's taken us a lot longer than planned, but I'll be happy to keep you posted if you'd like to take a 21-day sprint to make meditation your daily practice with me. This is the focus of the course that I have been working on for the past 8 months. So I hope that you had a great experience practicing with me today, meditating with me, and I look forward to the next time. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.